Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. If you look for perfection, you'll never be content. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. I think if it is true that there are as many minds as there are heads, then there are as many kinds of love as there are hearts. He stepped down, trying not to look long at her, as if she were the sun, yet he saw her like the sun, even without looking. Respect was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. Only people who are capable of loving strongly can also suffer great sorrow, but this same necessity of loving serves to counteract their grief and heals them. If you want to be happy, be. Spring is the time of plans and projects. Is it really possible to tell someone else what one feels? If then I were asked for the most important advice I could give, that which I considered to be the most useful to the men of our century, I should simply say, in the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. Nothing is so necessary for a young man as the company of intelligent women. A quiet, secluded life in the country, with the possibility of being useful to people to whom it is easy to do good, and who are not accustomed to have it done to them, then work which one hopes may be of some use, then rest, nature, books, music, love for one's neighbor. Such is my idea of happiness. Rummaging in our souls, we often dig up something that ought to have lain there unnoticed. When you love someone, you love the person as they are, and not as you'd like them to be. Wrong does not cease to be wrong because the majority share in it. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Be bad, but at least don't be a liar, a deceiver. Love, the reason I dislike that word is that it means too much for me, far more than you can understand. All the variety, all the charm, all the beauty of life is made up of light and shadow. If everyone fought for their own convictions, there would be no war. A man can live and be healthy without killing animals for food. Therefore, if he eats meat, he participates in taking animal life merely for the sake of his appetite, and to act so is immoral. Boredom, the desire for desires. Love is life. Oh, everything that I understand only because I love. Everything exists only because I love. Everything is united by it alone. Love is God, and to die means that I, a particle of love, shall return to the general and eternal source. There is no greatness where there is not simplicity, goodness, and truth. All great literature is one of two stories. A man goes on a journey or a stranger comes to town. Sometimes she did not know what she feared, what she desired, whether she feared or desired what had been or what would be, and precisely what she desired, she did not know. It's much better to do good in a way that no one knows anything about it. If you love me as you say you do, she whispered, make it so that I am at peace. The whole world is divided for me into two parts. One is she, and there is all happiness, hope, light. The other is where she is not, and there is dejection and darkness. Happiness does not depend on outward things, but on the way we see them. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. But the law of loving others could not be discovered by reason, because it is unreasonable. If we admit that human life can be ruled by reason, then all possibility of life is destroyed. It's hard to love a woman and do anything. We are asleep until we fall in love. Love those who hate you.